In every era, power belongs to the few who understand its rules. The masses talk morality, the powerful study outcomes. The average person worries about appearing good, the powerful focus on being effective. And although society today claims to be more ethical, more democratic, and more equal, the truth remains unchanged. Human nature has not evolved nearly as fast as technology. We still think, react, fear, desire, and admire the same way people did 500 years ago. This is why Niccolò Machiavelli's philosophy is not outdated. It is timeless. In the modern world, power simply wears better clothing. Instead of princes, we have executives. Instead of royal families, we have influencers, CEOs, and institutions. Instead of thrones, we have platforms. But the psychological mechanics of dominance, persuasion, loyalty, fear, and influence remain identical. This is your guide to mastering those mechanics. Machiavelli's entire worldview begins with a simple observation. People are driven by fear, desire, self-interest, and image. Modern people hide this under layers of niceness, but the motivations haven't changed. People are more emotional than logical. Logic rarely moves the masses. Emotion does. Fear, anger, admiration, and envy dictate decisions far more than data and argument. A modern Machiavellian understands this. Power comes not from providing the best explanation, but from shaping the strongest feeling. People will betray you if it benefits them. It's not personal, it's nature. Friends, colleagues, and allies are loyal until loyalty costs them something. A Machiavellian is never surprised when a trusted person changes sides. This is why Machiavelli warned rulers not to depend on loyalty, but on real incentives and, when necessary, fear-based consequences. People respect what they can't manipulate. If people sense uncertainty, weakness, or a desire for approval, they will influence you. If they sense boundaries, strength, and emotional control, they adjust themselves to you. Humans are predators, gentle, social, smiling predators, but predators nonetheless. Your job is to understand the psychology well enough to never become prey. In The Prince, Machiavelli makes one of his most uncomfortable arguments. It is more important to appear virtuous than to be virtuous. Why? Because people judge what they see, not what is true. Reputation is a weapon. In modern society, reputation is currency. Your image determines who trusts you, who follows you, who hires you, and who listens to you. A Machiavellian crafts this image intentionally. Appear confident even when you doubt. Appear disciplined even when you struggle internally. Appear calm even when angry. Appear noble even when acting strategically. Your reputation is the first impression people fight the hardest to confirm. Make it powerful. If you don't shape your public identity, the world will create one for you, and it won't be in your favor. In modern life, controlling your narrative means positioning yourself as competent, defining your values publicly, mastering the art of silence when necessary, letting your wins speak loudly, and never addressing every criticism. People follow the story you tell about yourself. Tell a strong one, and they will adjust to it. Machiavelli's most quoted idea is this: it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This is often misunderstood. He did not mean to terrorize people. He meant command respect. Fear equals predictability. Fear makes people behave consistently. Love makes them behave inconsistently. Respect creates stability. In modern power dynamics, fear translates to maintaining boundaries, enforcing consequences, not tolerating disrespect, showing emotional control, refusing to be walked over. People do not respect someone who is always available, always agreeable, and always seeking approval. They respect someone who has standards. Be generous, but make your generosity strategic. Machiavelli warned rulers not to be generous in a way that makes them appear weak or exploitable. Modern application: give selectively. Reward in ways that strengthen loyalty. Never give so much that people expect it forever. Make kindness a privilege, not a habit. You must be fair but formidable. Machiavelli never argued against morality. He argued against being destroyed by morality. A moral man who lacks strength becomes a victim. A moral man who understands power becomes a force of influence. You must learn the difference between your private morality and public strategy. Your personal life can be compassionate, spiritual, and generous, but your public role must be strategic, analytical, and controlled. Modern leaders lose power because they apologize too often. They seek approval. They avoid conflict. They fear confrontation. They let emotions dictate decisions. A Machiavellian does the opposite. He apologizes only when strategically beneficial. He seeks respect, not approval. He confronts problems early. He controls his emotional display. He makes decisions based on outcomes. This contrast makes him both effective and respected. Machiavelli argued that fortune favors the bold, but only the strategically bold. Move with intention, not impulse. A modern Machiavellian doesn't rush into conflicts or opportunities. He times his moves with precision. When the opponent is weak, when the environment is favorable, when the emotional climate supports him, when the risk is rewarded by the outcome. Most people act too fast because they fear losing an opportunity. Powerful people act at the right moment because they know opportunities return. Know when to be silent. In the information age, silence is rare and valuable. Silence creates mystery, psychological leverage, control, space for others to reveal themselves. You gain power by speaking only when your words shift the room. Know when to strike first. In certain situations, hesitation is fatal. When someone threatens your reputation, influence, or stability, Machiavelli says, deal with the threat decisively and early. Modern application means addressing disrespect quickly, cutting toxic people swiftly, ending failing partnerships, advancing when opportunity opens. Hesitation breeds danger. Decisiveness creates momentum. People follow those who inspire certainty. Your calmness during chaos gives others confidence. Your certainty gives others direction. Your ambition gives others purpose. Leaders who radiate stability attract followers effortlessly. Never become too dependent on others. Machiavelli warned, reliance on others is the first step towards losing power. Modern application. Build your own skill set. Build multiple income streams. Build your own network. Build your own audience or platform. Dependencies make you vulnerable. Self-reliance makes you untouchable. Understand the power of distance. Familiarity breeds comfort, and comfort weakens authority. To maintain power, be accessible, but not too accessible. Be friendly, but not everyone's friend. Be admired, but not overly familiar. Distance creates mystique, and mystique creates influence. Adaptation is the highest form of intelligence. Machiavelli believed rigid people break, flexible people survive, adaptive people dominate. The modern world changes fast. Only those who adapt psychologically and strategically maintain power. Learn new skills relentlessly. Knowledge is power, and the more you acquire, the harder it is for anyone to control you. Change your strategies when the environment changes. Do not get attached to methods that no longer work. A modern Machiavellian constantly adjusts business strategies, communication styles, leadership techniques, social tactics. Adaptation is the ultimate competitive advantage. The highest level of power is achieving both. Loved for your generosity, feared for your boundaries, respected for your competence, admired for your ambition, followed for your vision. This balance creates a leader who is unstoppable, not because he demands power, but because people willingly give it to him. Machiavelli understood that the greatest leaders blend warmth with authority, kindness with firmness, ambition with humility, strategy with humanity. This is the combination modern people crave but rarely see. When you embody it, you rise, inevitably. Power is not granted, it is earned through discipline, strategy, and psychological insight. Modern power belongs to those who understand people, control emotions, master perception, act decisively, adapt quickly, maintain standards, remain self-reliant. Machiavelli didn't write for tyrants. He wrote for anyone who must lead, influence, or survive in a world driven by hidden motives. In truth, Machiavellian wisdom is not about cruelty, but clarity. It is the clarity to see human nature as it is, not as we wish it to be. It is the clarity to act with intelligence instead of naivety. It is the clarity to rise above the average by understanding the rules the powerful have always played. And once you master those rules, you stop playing the game like everyone else. You start directing it.